Glowing Star. The Great Royale Festival in Arena 7 Extended, Chaotic and Funnier Edition. Arena 7 had never been this noisy. Birds flew away, towers shook, and even the king had stuffed cotton in his ears. The Great Royale Festival had officially begun, and this year, it was shaping up to be the silliest one in the history of the kingdom. Balloon. Part 1, Knight's Moustache Emergency. Knight marched toward the festival grounds, practicing heroic poses. Suddenly, a breeze blew across the field. His moustache moved. He gasped, "No, no, my moustache must remain perfect today." He pulled out his emergency Super Royale moustache glue. Unfortunately, he squeezed too hard and glued his gauntlet to his face. He walked the rest of the way with a hand stuck on his cheek, waving at people with the other. High voltage sign. Part 2, The Arrival Chaos. The Barbarian Brothers. Two barbarians arrived, one carrying a giant chicken leg, the other carrying a live chicken. The chicken looked offended. The barbarian shrugged. "It keeps escaping." The wizard's dramatic entrance. Wizard teleported into the arena with a boom, creating a puff of purple smoke. When the smoke cleared, everyone noticed he had accidentally teleported without his boots. He looked down at his bare feet. "I meant to do that." Mini PEKKA's pancake chant. The small metal warrior arrived screaming, "Pancakes! Pancakes! Pancakes!" Everyone stepped aside immediately. When Mini PEKKA was in pancake mode, no one wanted to be the target of his excitement. Man Running. Part 3, The Bridge Dash, Official Rematch. After Giant won the bridge race earlier, Knight demanded a rematch. "Last time, I was sabotaged by water and banana peels," Knight protested. The goblins whispered among themselves, then nodded. They put down their buckets. Knight smiled proudly, until one goblin pulled out a super soaker water cannon. The whistle blew. Chaos level, maximum. Knight sprinted with one hand still glued to his cheek. Mini PEKKA ran so fast he left tiny skid marks on the bridge. Barbarian dropped his chicken leg and slipped. Spinning like a broken Beyblade into the river, the chicken, the alive one, overtook everyone, flapping across the finish line first. The king declared, "This year's winner is the chicken." The chicken stared blankly and then pecked the trophy. Bullseye. Part 4, Princess's Archery Contest, now with moving targets. Princess upgraded her challenge. This time the targets moved. Some rolled. Some bounced. Some were dragged by goblins who giggled mischievously. Wizard tried again. "I will not use fireball this time," he promised. He summoned a gentle spark. Boom. Every target exploded into sawdust again. Princess crossed her arms. "That was a giant spark." Wizard shrugged. "Magic is unpredictable." Skeletons tried next. One aimed, released the arrow, and the entire skeleton arm flew off instead. The arrow hit nothing. But the arm slapped Wizard in the face. Wizard fell dramatically. "My dignity." Princess laughed so hard she lost her balance and shot an arrow straight upward. Giant looked up. Then the arrow bounced off his forehead harmlessly. "A W. That tickled," he giggled. Shield. Part 5, Knight's Shield Rolling, the Super Hill Edition. Knight suggested an upgraded version, shield rolling down the Mega Hill of Doom. The spectators gasped. The hill was so steep it almost formed its own climate. Contestants lined up. Knight, a barbarian, still angry about losing his chicken leg, a skeleton riding another skeleton, Mini PEKKA holding a shield twice his size, and a hog rider who wasn't invited but showed up anyway. The race began. What happened next was indescribable. The barbarian rolled so fast he became a blur of muscles and panic. Mini PEKKA stuck to his shield like a fridge magnet. Skeletons crashed and had to reassemble on the way down. Hog rider lost control and started shouting "Hog," while the hog squealed in terror. Knight rolled in perfect form, until he hit a rock, bounced 20 feet in the air, and landed in a giant haystack. The haystack exploded. Knight stood up with a straw hat on his head. Everyone applauded. Cupcake. Part 6, The Pancake Catastrophe. Mini PEKKA's biggest dream finally arrived. The ultimate Royale Pancake Mountain. A tower of pancakes taller than Giant. Covered in syrup. Held together with wooden sticks. A thing of beauty. Mini PEKKA climbed the pancake mountain like a mountaineer. "Pancake, summit," he yelled. He ate one pancake. Then another. Then 40. The mountain shook. Giant rushed forward yelling, "No, I want some too." He caught the tower as it began to collapse, but his hands were too sticky. The entire pancake mountain toppled directly onto the king. He emerged from the syrup like a defeated caramel monster. Mini Pekka looked up at him innocently. Sorry, the king sighed. At least they're delicious. Circus Tent, Part 7, The Mock Battle, upgraded to extra silly mode. Since real battles were forbidden, Princess created Foam Swords 2.0. They squeaked when you hit someone. Knight tested one on Barbarian. Squeak. Barbarian laughed so hard he fell over. Wizard cast a glitter spell that exploded into pink sparkles. He inhaled one and sneezed glitter for 20 minutes. Skeletons got into a duel with each other, then forgot which bones belonged to who. Hog Rider rode through the foam battle screaming Hoog. The Hog wore sunglasses for no reason. Baby Dragon tried to join, but his foam sword melted in his own flame breath. Everyone laughed until they couldn't breathe properly. Trophy. Part 8, The Grand Finale, The Tower Talent Show. The king announced a new final event. The Royale Talent Show. Everyone could perform anything. The performances. Knight performed dramatic poetry about his mustache. His hand was still glued to his face. Princess did trick shots, shot 3 arrows in 1 second, made one bounce off Giant's head, made one hit a goblin's apple, accidentally shot one into Wizard's robe. He screamed, "My robe!" It was limited edition. Wizard tried to summon a harmless butterfly, and summoned a miniature tornado instead. It picked up skeletons like leaves. Mini Pekka sang a song, pancakes, everywhere. The crowd adored it. Giant tried to juggle 3 logs, dropped them all, apologized to the logs. Barbarian played a flute. The chicken danced. It was beautiful. Glowing star. Final scene, the king's decision. The king stood and raised the golden trophy. My people, I have seen ridiculous stunts today. I have seen bravery, chaos, mustache glue, pancake storms, and a chicken win the race. The crowd cheered wildly, so the grand festival prize goes to. Everyone held their breath. The chicken. The chicken clucked proudly. Mini Pekka bowed to it. Knight saluted it. Wizard teleported away in embarrassment. Giant cried tears of joy. And that night, fireworks filled the sky as every troop danced around the chicken, who was now officially the Royale Festival champion. Party Popper. The End, Extra Funny Edition.